Hello Shonen fans, it's Corey from SuperKamiGuru9000, and the long wait is over. I am finally going to review the second part of Fairy Tail, in particular the Blu-ray box set, which covers episodes 13 to 24. And this is it right here in all of its grand glory. Now, before I actually get into the review of the episode, again, I'm just going to go over what I see on the actual packaging, on the inside and on the outside. And first and foremost here, you got this reversible cover, and I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about that later, but you see here you got Gray Full Buster, and that is really appropriate because Gray Full Buster definitely takes center in the story of this box set, and we get to get a little more inside of his head, and we get to learn a lot about his past. This is just a slip cover on the outside. This way you can get a better look at the actual cover here, and you can see it's just Gray on the cover getting ready to do some of his ice make magic, and you know, nothing too crazy. On the back of it you get the entire episode listings, with some pretty interesting artwork of some of the expressions of Gray right here at the top, and then of course you got the little happy hanging out there at the bottom. But still pretty cool stuff, nothing too flashy, but the big thing here is it's a reversible cover, and this is actually the alternate cover, and I wanted to put this one on instead because honestly, for every real cover of the series that they've been releasing, they just put Natsu on the cover, and I don't want him on every single cover because even though he might be the main shonen character of this series, I really wanted each box set to showcase each character in the series. Alright, we've seen the outside cover. Let's take a look at some of these discs on the inside, see if there's anything cool to look at. And no, nothing too crazy. Very similar to the last box set of Fairy Tail. You're going to have two different things in this. You're going to have the DVD set and the Blu-ray. This is a DVD Blu-ray combo pack. And oddly enough, the DVDs themselves actually look a little bit more flashier than the Blu-ray discs. You can see here on the very first one you got Gray again on the cover, and then over here you have the actual real cover. You got Natsu, and you know, it looks pretty cool and everything, but then you got these Blu-ray ones which are very, very simple, very clean looking. You got the Fairy Tail symbol on the middle, you got Happy the Cat just sort of hanging out there, and these are pretty much identical to the last set. But what's really important here is of course the slipcover. This is the actual cover here. And you can see again, you got Natsu right on the cover fighting, and I've already explained, I just don't want Natsu on the cover because he's on every cover, and you know, he's not really the main character. I mean, there are other characters that get a lot of showcasing. Alright, so let's talk about what's really important here, the actual contents of this box set itself. And there are actually two arcs present within this one, and both of them are pretty entertaining. The first one is the conclusion of the Galuna Island arc, which is the one I was talking about in the very first box set. You actually get to see the past and history of Gray Full Buster, and it's pretty intense. You get to see all of the really cool training he did in the snowy mountains where he pretty much wore nothing, and this explains why he's so comfortable with being cold and everything, and why he's always throwing his clothes off, because he's always too freaking hot. And I agree with him. I hate it when it's hot. It sucks ass. But really, there's a lot of cool stuff here. You get to see his master, who is really, really awesome, and you get to learn about her tragic past. And there is a little bit of mystery at the end of the Galuna Island arc, and it sort of builds up to the things that are going to happen later in the series. But the second half gives you the beginning of a brand new arc. You have these four really cool wizards who all have an element theme to them, and they all attack Fairy Tail, and they destroy their guild. And they decide, screw it, we're just going to destroy these guys because frankly we hate them. And this is just the beginning of a really, really action-packed arc where all the characters, I mean every character in the Fairy Tail Guild gets to show off. And it's just really, really cool. It's very funny a lot of the times. This is a shonen series that doesn't take itself too seriously. It knows what it's doing a lot of the time, and it moves at a lightning pace. This thing goes incredibly fast. But honestly, if you didn't like the first half of Fairy Tail, you're probably not going to like the second half. This one is very similar to the first half in the pacing, the characters, the artwork, the action. It's all pretty much the same, but it's still entertaining nonetheless. And you know, I really do enjoy the series, and it's the characters again that make this one a lot. And if you like Gray Full Buster, you're gonna love this episode. Alright guys, that concludes my review of the second Fairy Tail Blu-ray box set. And if you'd like to let me know what you thought about these new style of reviews we're doing for these anime box sets, you can let us know with your comments below. And if you'd like to let us know what you thought about the episodes in this box set, please leave your comments there. I'd love to know what you thought. And remember, if you like this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. It's great motivation for me, and it can get me more money.
More money.
Don't fucking use that.
Yeah.
Remember, if you guys enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up. It's wonderful motivation for me, and it allows me to make some great videos for you guys. That concludes this review. SuperKamiGuru9000, out. Yeah!